It's the moving day. Hi! Hello people, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very special video as I am moving out of this 2 BHK apartment to a 1 BHK. Well, if you don't know me, I'm Priyanshi. I'm in my 20s and live in Bangalore, and I make cute little slice of life videos on this channel. So if you're into that kind of content, please make sure to subscribe. To give you guys a little more detail, my next place is going to be a little smaller than this one purely because of the budget constraints. We all know living with someone in Bangalore is much more affordable, especially for a young professional like me. But my flatmate's master's is completed, so she's going to go back to Indore where she's from, and I am going to be starting this new chapter of my life. Needless to say, the living alone diaries will be popping on this channel really soon. Also, this time around things are going to pan out a little differently because I'm going to take a week or two's time to move out of this place. Previously, I've only ever shifted in a day or two's time, I think. This time it's going to be much more relaxed, but I have to be very calculative of the near and dear things that I would need on a daily basis. So yeah, now let's give you an empty house tour of my next place. Hi! Welcome to my humble abode. It's a 1 BHK and let us start with the bedroom itself. This is my small little bedroom. It comes with a bed along with the shelving units. Let me show you the wardrobe. It is quite spacious and it's in white, which is my favorite color, as you can see from the walls. Now, going to the left, we have our small, cute little washroom that comes with the geyser also. And when we go towards the right, this sweet little kitchen is going to be my favorite place of the house, I think, now that I've started eating and cooking clean. And then at the last, we have this hall, which is kind of tiny, smaller than my current one, but I am thinking of putting my table here. Probably going to keep the fridge here because, come closer, I have a beautiful view from this window. Welcome to the concrete jungle. So to hide it, I'm thinking of placing the fridge here. And yeah, that's about it. Let's start moving all the stuff in before I get too tired. How the progress is looking right now. The fridge has just arrived. I'm supposed to keep it in this state for 2 hours so all the smell of the disinfectant goes away, and we have a lot more stuff just lying around here, and that is the progress. Truth be told, this was my first time attempting to build any furniture. Previously, I have only ever lived in a fully furnished apartment, so this was hardcore adulting meets Bob the Builder moment for me, which took me embarrassingly long to put together. But now that the hard part was done, I was really very excited to get to organizing and decorating the space. So this is how the progress is looking like. I just got done setting up my books, my fridge magnets, my Ganpati Bappa, as well as this shoe rack, which took a hell lot of time to set up. I think it took about 2.5 hours to put all of this together. But yeah, this is how it's looking like, but pretty sure it's subject to change as I make more tweaks to it. Later, my new microwave got delivered and I was super excited to set it up. Just got the new microwave and let's peel this thing off. Since it's so satisfying. We are just boiling some water as the first test of this microwave and the udghatan. I think it is done. There we go. The next day being a weekend, I started off the day with some badminton session to warm up for a packed day ahead. I got rid of a massive pile of junk and sold it off to a scrap dealer nearby. Interestingly, it was my first time seeing this sort of a weighing machine. Then it was finally time to set up my bed. I had already plopped up the mattress in the morning itself. So satisfying. And now it was time for the fun part, which was to put up the bedding. One last time. Bye bye, old room. Bye bye, ex flatmate. Ouch. All right, you guys. Hello. I just got back from my office and this was waiting for me outside my door. I'm really excited because this is my bedside table. And while I'm setting it up and also sorting out different things around my house, which are a mess right now, I just want to walk you through the whole entire process of how I landed up here, what was my journey of finding this house and house hunting in general, which is obviously a terrible affair in Bangalore because everything is so damn expensive. You pretty much are settling down for this or that, and a compromise was indeed made. Let's jump right in. So to be honest, it was not my first rodeo when it comes to house hunting in Bangalore. When I came to Bangalore for college, I initially stayed in a PG, but soon after, when people started having food poisoning from the food that was served in PG, I had to move out. And I did take help of all the apps that are very well known to us, like housing.com, nobrokers.com. But that rarely helps. But one thing that has stood the test of time is going by your friend's recommendation and also doing your due diligence. So even apart from these apps, I took help of Google for searching the brokers which are in and around the area and also going by the reviews and the stars they have got. Then obviously also going down to their office, speaking to them, setting your expectations straight, because more often than not, your broker is going to oversell the rent which you are quoting and try to show you really good options that are just outside your budget range so that you splurge a little and he also gets better brokerage. So these are the 4 wood colored legs. So yeah, first time around I did take my friend's help since they have been in Bangalore for longer, but still I did my due diligence with all the apps and the Google reviews as well, as I just said. That was my first time around. Second time around, I was moving from BTM layout to Indiranagar because my office was closer and the rents here are unimaginable for literally the most basic house ever. Well, I saw over 10 to 12 houses, and similarly this time around also when my flatmate was moving, I looked at a bunch of places, again used all the apps, but none of it really helped. I didn't want to go back to my broker because he does charge a bomb of brokerage fees. But yeah, as fate had it, I was on a time crunch and I had to take my previous broker's help. I consulted other brokers as well who operate in a nearby area, but they were just not as good, and that just reminded me and refreshed my memory why I went with this particular broker in the first place, because he indeed charges a little bit more, but his properties were just way better than what others had to offer in the market. And also, if you're an extrovert, it helps if you make contacts and good relations with these brokers because they tend to help you out in getting good deals at the end of the day. So if I were to list down my must-haves, it would definitely be good amount of sunlight, having white walls because it makes everything look and seem more spacious, preferring to have a newly built building because of the plumbing and all the cockroach issues that usually people face. Fourth, and very important, having a good owner who is understanding of your lifestyle and is not too interfering. And fifth was also the proximity to my office and my friends, because I do not want to compromise on both the aspects. And sixth obviously was being in my budget. Initially I was looking for a flatmate. I did take help of Facebook, flatmate and flatmates. Something or the other just was not aligning. So this was the best place that I saw. It does not fulfill all of my 6 criteria, but it has more pros than cons. So I did compromise on, drumroll, sunlight, which this ground floor apartment barely gets any of, but it's a decent place. So let's continue putting it into order. So finally we are done setting up our microwave section. I've put this microwave stand here which is going to double up as storage. This particular one will be suitable for a 27-liter microwave, and this is where I'm going to be placing the miscellaneous things that we use around the kitchen, like my spice rack, some eggs that I usually use for breakfast, and this key which got delivered yesterday. It was indeed a very productive day. The next morning, the first task on my list was to sort out my privacy in a rental-friendly manner. And as I already mentioned, my apartment is on the ground floor, and with these clear windows, anyone from the parking can practically peep inside. So I sorted it out by sticking these frosted glass film, which were both affordable and easily removable. And yes, I did not do a really good job, but I got most of the bubbles out by poking holes in it, and it turned out just fine. The next in the list was setting up my kitchen and then my study table. Yeah, this brings us to the end of this video, but it's not over yet because a lot of things are yet to be moved around, a lot of home decor coming your way, and also entering 2026 where the intention and a full-blown glow-up plan is yet to unfold. So stay tuned for that. Until next time, like, share and subscribe. Bye-bye.